Okay, hello everyone, this is Trey from Texas Sports TV, and here are my divisional round picks. This is the real video that really matters, not really the power rankings, because nothing really changed, nothing really matters. Because we haven't gotten the chance to really see every single team in the postseason, but here, this is the video that matters for the week. And well, the coin did the best. The coin did the best. I went 2-2, 50%. Coin went 3-1, 75%. And the power rankings went 1-3, 25%. And this is why the postseason is pretty fun, because it really gets to where it's random, where a coin could pick better than the majority of people. Because I think a lot of people went 2-2. Some went 1-3. I guess a few went 3-1. It's possible, but I don't think anyone really went 4-0. Coin did really good. The coin could finish with the best record for the postseason out of all of us. Okay, compare that to the regular season where the coins are on 50%, and me and everyone is usually up over 60%. So yeah, coin, you can do really good. You could go literally flip a coin and you'll have a pretty darn good chance at picking who's winning, because that's how the playoffs are. Saturday, January 11th, 3:35 p.m. Central Time, and we got the Vikings, who are coming off a huge upset on the Saints. This is what I mean. Like I said, playoffs, anything can happen. Any given Sunday, any given Sunday a team can lose, but it's even more important in the playoffs. So if that any given Sunday happens to be your Sunday right now, well, you're out, and the other team's in. The Vikings, with their win, are now 11-6. San Francisco 49ers 13-3. 49ers are the power ranking favorites, and I would not count the Vikings out, because that offense looked decent against a Saints defense that was looking pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. But where the shocking part was that Vikings defense. The Saints offense for the past few weeks was looking unstoppable. But guess what? The Vikings defense stopped that unstoppable offense. They stopped Drew Brees. When Drew Brees looked the most unstoppable, even more unstoppable than he did last year, the Vikings stopped him. Even though you can't, I'm honestly not knocking the Vikings. That was a good win. A great win. But I'm leaning more towards the 49ers. And I have this low scoring because, the 49ers have a really good defense. I have low scoring, 20-17, or medium scoring, however you look at this. Maybe it's high scoring compared to where you see the game. But the Vikings, I don't see them pulling through. I just don't see them beating the 49ers. If they couldn't do it, they got a lot of momentum pulling an upset like that. But there's a lot of good teams in the NFC, and the 49ers right now are the best team in the NFC. And they have really good offense and a really good defense. Vikings defense, major upset. The offense still has some questionable things, and I don't know if they can really ride this. I don't know if they can ride this way. It's possible. If they just get onto a hot streak right now, they just ride through to Super Bowl and win it. That's possible, but I just don't see it really happening. I see the 49ers stopping them 2017. And the coin agrees with me on this one. So the power rankings, me and the coin all agree 49ers. Saturday, January 11th, 7:15 p.m. Central Time, you got the Tennessee's still in the playoffs. I guess I'm not sure if that's really an upset, but they beat the Patriots in Foxborough. They beat the playoff Patriots in Foxborough. They're going to be riding high. They're going to be going there. And the thing is, I kind of would rather face the Titans at home than the Ravens on the road. So it would be helpful if the Texans can win. It'd be helpful if the Titans win, as much as that pains. But the thing is, the Titans, their defense has had some struggles, and they did, stop a struggling offense. So we don't know if that's really them picking things up or if they just, it was a struggling offense. But Derrick Henry, he can carry that team. This game could go either way depending on how. It really depends on who scores first. If the Titans score first, they can run down the clock, whatever. Ravens score first, they can run down the clock or whatever. But at the same time, the Ravens can play from behind. Titans, not so much. They can't do it as much. And I gotta say, I have more faith in the Ravens pulling this off than I do the Titans. And this is difficult. Ravens are the power favorites. They are the best team in the NFL right now, obviously. They have the best offense in the NFL right now. They got top 3 defense in the NFL. I have the Ravens in a blowout, 40-13. And the coin. And the coin agrees. Ravens. Sunday, January 12th, 2:05 p.m. Central Time. 11-6 Texans. Again, on not an upset victory, but on a really good, solid victory. Versus the Chiefs, who are 12-4. Texans, here's y'all barely beat the Bills. You know what? First of all, a win is a win. It doesn't knock the team how they win. A team can barely win, but it's still a win. So don't use it to knock the team. Besides, the Texans, with that kind of win that is, that's a win that creates a momentum for the team that can carry into the next game. It's the Vikings, they gotta win because of momentum. People talk about momentum, and they're going, how do you have momentum when you barely beat the Bills? I'm sorry, the Bills almost won the NFC East. So, do you want to sit down and complain? Not the NFC, AFC East. So, come on now. Secondly, we were down 16-0, came back for an overtime victory. Okay? I don't care how you slice that up. I don't care the team you're facing. That is a huge win that will create momentum for the team, will create confidence for the team. When we're going up against a team that we already beat in Arrowhead, momentum and confidence. We got some momentum for that game. Plus, we have the confidence that we beat them in Arrowhead already earlier this season. Yes, excuses. Y'all had some injuries. Whatever. It's y'all minimize every time when it comes to the Texans, y'all minimize the victory. But then when another team when Texas beat the Patriots, y'all minimize. When another team beats the Patriots, it's all over the place. Come on now. When Texas win, it's minimized. When other teams win, it's not so much. It was a good win. I'm sick and tired of everyone just minimizing Texans stuff. Y'all just hate on Houston, whatever. But Houston my rule, never pick against your team, so I'm not picking against the Texans. And we got momentum. The Chiefs are good. Chiefs look like they're better. They're a different team than we faced, but so are the Texans. The Texans offense is so much better. We're most likely in a Will Fuller back. And the Texans defense with J.J. Watt being back, making major impacts. Our pass rush is going to be upgraded again. Look, we got 3 sacks the last game. with the momentum, as long as we don't get another bad start, we should be able to come in here and win this game. Oh my gosh! And the Chiefs, the rushing defense has been a problem for the Chiefs, and guess what? The Texans can run the ball. That's a factor that people kind of ignore with the Texans. We got an explosive, high-powered throwing offense, but we can also run the ball very well. We got Carlos Hyde, Johnson, and we got Deshaun Watson who can run down the field too. So we can run if they try to take away. We got DeAndre Hopkins who can catch on any corner or any safety, and so we can throw to him. But if he's like triple team, we can just run down the field. If we have Fuller down, we can pass to Fuller. Stills, we can throw to Stills. Their offense is dynamic. This Texans offense can score on any defense. This Texans offense is a really good offense. Don't underestimate the Texans offense. No, it's not ranked number 1 right now. I'm pretty sure it's like ranked 3rd overall. But the points we score hasn't been as much as the Ravens or the Seahawks. But again, Texans offense, top tier offense that people right now are underestimating whenever they compare us to the Chiefs. And so 26-20 Texans, in my opinion. Sunday, January 12th, 5:40 p.m. Central Time, the Seahawks versus the Packers. Seahawks, like I said, they're going to be able to do well in the regular season. They have a really great offense. They can beat the Eagles, but now we're getting them up against a good team, in which I gotta say I'm going to pick against them because, like I said, their defense is going to be the problem. They allow too many points. Their defense has holes. The defense has a lot of injuries. That team has a lot of injuries, and it's just they're going up against the Packers, who may not be the best 13-3 team out there, but they are a good team, and they're doing it in Wisconsin, in Green Bay. So I have the Packers in this one, 23-17. And so those are my picks. Hold on, the Texans pick. Ooh, wait, tails. That is Texans. Okay. And then the Seahawks, Packers. Seahawks. Me and DeCoin disagreed on one again. Last week we disagreed on one, and this week we disagree on one. Tell me your picks, and I'll go into more details on how the Texans can beat the Chiefs. I'm not going to title it will beat the Chiefs because I'm not willing to put any money on this game like I was or anything, or bet or anything. But the Texans can beat the Chiefs. Don't count us out. So I'm going to make a video just like I did with the Bills on how the Texans can beat the Chiefs, because we can. We've done it before. We will do it again. I hope we do it this week, but we will beat the Chiefs again at some point. I hope it's this week.